Joanna Rolick, the Executive Director of the Lake Forest Lake Bluff Chamber of Commerce, and it's always my great pleasure to be the first one up at the podium to be able to welcome you all. I wanted to just quickly tell you a couple of things about the Chamber before we launch into a few introductions and then into our program, and then last but certainly not least, the show stars, which are going to be Jason Wisha and Drew Irvin, who are going to talk to us about what's happening in both communities, and we're all very, very anxious to hear the latest. So what I wanted to do was, first of all, tell you, I was asked this morning, how is the Chamber doing? And the answer is really well. Due in no small thanks to you that are in this room. You are the ones who make it possible for us to continue doing what we do, which is to help you with connection, collaboration, communication. It is what we do. We currently have 475 members of the Chamber, of which we are very proud. Thanks. And again, that is due in no small part to two of the ladies standing in the door and one who you met right outside the door. This is our staff. There is Sue Cassanda. Sue, raise her hand. Member Services. Sarah Lockhart, who is Communications. And right outside the door, she hasn't come in as yet, is Kirsten Casperson, who is our Office Manager. We love our team because what we can do is we mobilize well on your behalf. So we're very glad to be able to do it. I just wanted to tell you a couple of words about how things went this past year. I was asked that too. Went very well, not the least of which was the kind of attendance support that we had on some of the events that we do for you, for the opportunity to be able to promote you and brand you, also the communities. And we just came off of two really amazing events over the holidays. One was our holiday market downtown Lake Bluff. That was a big red and white striped tent with merchants under it, and for the tree lighting that was done there, and that was really wonderful fun and a great way to keep the attention coming on Lake Bluff as well. And then we partnered with the City of Lake Forest, and I want to do a shout out to Dana Olson, who is sitting here. Dana, just raise your hand. Dana, who is the Empress of Communications for the City of Lake Forest, but also was a partner with me in putting on what we call our holiday, Think Local Holiday Pop-Up Shop. And thank you to those who shopped at the shop. We look for a vacant space in Market Square to do this. We've done it together now for 3 years. We had the prime space this year. We had 21 nonprofits in the showcase, and I'm looking around, I see Kathy O'Hara here. We had the museum, we had a number of the nonprofits. We have 61 nonprofits in our chamber, but we had 21 of them in the store, and we grossed in sales for them from Thanksgiving through the end of the month. We sell everything that they bring in, and we don't make a cent on it. We give them everything that is made on it. Over $41,000 worth of sales. What a wonderful way to support their fabulous initiatives. So we're very grateful to have the opportunity to partner with the city on this, and for all of you who took the time to participate with us in there, we're looking forward to doing it again in the future. We don't ever want to wish for a vacancy in Market Square, but we had the perfect location. You know, they say location, location, location. We had it this year. It was wonderful. So the only other thing that I want to tell you right now is that we've got some terrific events that are coming up. You'll see on your table, we've got a handout that is a list of our board of directors, and at the bottom of it is a QR code that will take you to our website, where we have information about the events that we have coming up. One of them next week is going to be our Before Work networking, and we've invited the DBR Chamber, which is Deerfield, Bannockburn, Riverwoods, to join us, and we'll be right across the tollway at the Hilton Garden Inn, and we expect to have a lot of people there for the networking, which is very popular each month. So we have that, and we also have a multi-chamber event at the end of the month hosted by American Place. April, where are you? I know you're here. There we go. American Place Casino. April is hosting, what is it, 10 chambers? 13 chambers, excuse me. So 13 chambers, and we'll be there too. But take a look. Follow that QR code after our presentation. Follow the QR code, and you'll find information to be able to register. I also wanted to do a couple of shout-outs. One is to be sure to have you take a copy, if you don't have one, at the front desk. You'll see copies of our community guide. This was the 24-25. The 25-26 is going to be coming out in a few months. We want you to take advantage of the opportunities to advertise. I know a lot of you already do, so you've got that on your table, and there are more copies of that out front. What I'd like to do is also say thank you to a few people who made an effort to come to be with us today that we really, really do appreciate. And that includes representatives from local government. We've got a table here that is the Lake Forest City Council, and we're very grateful for you with Mayor Randy Tack. We have at the next table Village President Regis Charlot, I pronounced that correct, Charlot, Regis Charlot, and representatives from Lake Bluff. We also have Brad Schneider, who is our congressman. Brad, raise a hand. There we go. Brad Schneider is here. Thank you for joining us. We have State Senator Julie Morrison. Julie. We have County Board Chair Sandy Hart. Thanks, Sandy. Thank you all for coming. We've got Bill from Lake County Partners. Where are you, Bill? All right, there we go. So Lake County Partners is here. Visit Lake County, Maureen Reedy. There we go. Love it. And we've got our schools. We've got Rob Krebs, Lake Forest College. Rob? Yeah, wonderful. Country Day School, Jim Melton. Thanks for being here. Lake Forest Schools, we've got Melissa Oakley, who's with both 67 and 115. She's back there. And Lisa Leali with Lake Bluff Schools. Lisa, there, she's back there too. Wonderful. We also have Seamus Collins from Lake Forest Hospital, Northwestern Lake Forest Hospital. Seamus, there he is, in the back, thank you. And then we have our hospitality folks. There's so many, I could go on, but we have to be out ready for this at 1 o'clock because they're setting up for a wedding. So I don't want to take too much time, but what I wanted to do was, first of all, thank the hotel. I don't know if Liz Herman is still in here, but they've done a beautiful job for us and continue to do so. So if you are not familiar with the Forester, please see them. They do a wonderful job. Also, we have some other people in the hospitality industry here. We have Paul and Paige from Le Colonial. Paul, where are you? There we go. All right, which has been such a wonderful addition to our community. And, ready for this one? The newest member of the Chamber and newest restaurant in town is going to be Folia, which is a restaurant, Italian restaurant, that is owned by Chef Bruno Abate, and Bruno is right there. So Bruno will be bringing his Italian deliciousness to our town, and that's going to be in February, Bruno. Still good? All right. Let's say March. So we will all congregate there. At any rate, you will hear about it for sure. So without any further ado, what I would like to do is introduce the president of the Chamber's Board of Directors, and I want to tell you something about Mike. We're blessed with the Chamber to have the most wonderful people that are involved with us, both at the top on our Board of Directors and also all of you and all those who participate with everything. But let me tell you a little bit about Mike as he comes into this role now. He is a highly regarded financial advisor with Edward Jones. He'll tell you that he's passionate about giving back and giving to the community. He's currently serving on the Zoning Board of Appeals for the City of Lake Forest, and among his other involvements, he has served as former president of the Lake Forest Caucus, and he's a member of the Lake Bluff Lake Forest Kiwanis Club, and is an elder at First Presbyterian Church. He is no stranger to many in this room, as he's been enthusiastic and generous participant and leader in our community ever since he moved here in 2004. And so now it's our very great pleasure to have him as the next leader of the Chamber's Board of Directors. Mike?
Oh, great, thank you. I had to add some notes to mine, so. Thank you, Joanna. I just want to take a moment to echo all that Joanna has said. This chamber is very impressive and in great hands. The staff has been wonderful, and the growth of the chamber has just been something to behold. So I'm very honored to serve as the president of this institution. We have a great board this year, which I'd like to introduce right now for 2025. And what I'd like to do is read off the names quickly, and when I'm done reading off the names, if you could stand, that would be great. So, officers, past president Rick Young of Chicago Comic Book. Treasurer Heather Jabuntik, senior vice president, regional branch manager at Lake Forest Bank and Trust. Secretary Annie Royster-Lenski, realtor. Don McKenna Group, Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage. On the director side, we have Matt Brueggemann, owner of Floatstones Flotation Therapy. Drew Irwin, village administrator, Village of Lake Bluff. Joan Lynch, who is not able to be here today. She's president of Lynch Construction Corporation. Dr. Jacob McNamara, chiropractor, MC2 Health and Wellness. Michelle Breeze Nichols, president, North Shore Sports Cars. Kathleen O'Hara, very familiar name, board president, Lake Bluff History Museum. Melissa Oakley, chief communications officer, Lake Forest School Districts 67 and District 115. Jackie Slatz, vice president for strategic initiatives and career advancement, Lake Forest College. Peter Villanueva, vice president, Federal Savings Bank. City Manager Jason Wisha, City of Lake Forest. And then lastly, Sarah Lynn Zadralik, Director of Events, La Colonial. If I just read your names, would you please stand? Also at this time, we'd like to acknowledge the contribution of board members who retired in 2024. They are Jennifer Randolph of Gordon Community Center and Sue Tierno of Susie Swirl. And lastly, and most importantly, at least for this moment, we'd like to extend our gratitude to the outgoing president of the board, Mr. Rick Young. Rick, will you come forward?
Thank you. It's been a pleasure serving the community, and I learned new words, new ways to say wonderful from Joanna. So she uses that word, and she means it. That's what's awesome. I enjoyed my time as president, and I will serve another year as past president. The vitality of the two communities, the workability between us all, and the involvement of all of you in this room is greatly appreciated. And what a fun community, and I'm all about fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. And now for the Chamber's annual award. It's about community leadership. Each year for the past 24 years, Chamber has presented a Community Leadership Award to a local business that has exemplified a commitment to community participation and involvement. Award recipients have ranged from major corporations to small independent businesses. This year, we are very happy and honored to be offering the award to Britt Carter and Company. Britt Carter and Company was established in 1980 with stores in Libertyville and Vernon Hills. And then eventually they opened their showroom, a beautiful showroom in Lake Forest in 1993. The company is a family-owned and operated business. Britt Carter's wife, Vicki, manages the books, and both work alongside their sons, Jeremy, who is the general manager, and Sean, who shares Britt's passion for products and design. The Britt Carter showroom is one of the very few remaining high-end showrooms in the industry, with over 20,000 square feet, featuring curated vignettes designed to inspire their visitors and showcase their wonderful design talents, collections, and products. Sean Carter was not only a valuable and supportive member of the Chamber Board, but it is Sean who is credited with bringing the concept of the Lake Forest Then and Now Auto Show to the Chamber. That now annual event has become a highly anticipated show in our region, bringing thousands of people to our town for a showcase of both collector cars and contemporary superstars. We are very grateful to him for that and so much more. It is our great pleasure to present the 2025 Community Leadership Award to Britt Carter and Company. Sean, would you please come forward? And all your family if they're here. Quite welcome.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You know, I'd like to thank Joanna and everyone here. It's been a great experience of being part of the board and being part of this great community, and we just hope that we'll have many more years to come of being part of it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. That's